Good evening, everybody. I hope you're having a great Wednesday. Welcome to a show and tell edition of the Fossils, where we show each other pretty much everything we got laying around. Nothing is organized tonight, and just by watching us, you'll figure that out very evidently soon. So I'm having a network issue every now and then. So if you happen to see one of us go black screen with a little white circle, hang in there. It'll correct itself after about 10 seconds or so, I've noticed. So hello, everybody. Everybody doing okay?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Doing good.
Joined by a great cast with Dr. Silver Age, Paulo Costa, our foreign correspondent, Charlton 66, Eric Breen, and Jambo Comics is with us. So, and I'm your humble host, Graphic Man. And we're hoping to have a really great night. Like to congratulate those wonderful Atlanta Braves. I was rooting for them. And I'm not even really a baseball fan, but I was just rooting for them for many different reasons, but we won't get into the politics of that. So I hope everybody's doing good. We have some people in the chat already. We have our loving, adoring fans who can't wait to tell us how much they care for us and wish us well.
That's awesome.
So I'm showing the picture of Hammerhead and some of the old guys, and poor Eric's being labeled. So
what else is new?
Even Maranya is here to so I put in that you look like everybody back then. So
yeah, why not?
All of the unusual suspects. Uh-oh. That's
in reference to yesterday. I spent yesterday at the hospital.
Oh.
Part of the day, if you can see that, they were trying to find a vein, not very successfully.
Ooh.
Ouch.
Then this arm, that's something stuck in it for 3 hours. That lady found it right away. But I said, test went okay, but I'm probably looking at something down the road sooner rather than later. So and I'll remember that next time I fire up a lung dart.
to be loved.
But since Maranya says you're an immortal, you have to say something now. You have to yell, there can be only one.
I use that one every chance I get.
Like the reference.
Well, I've spoken with Captain Strangelife. He was at a doctor appointment today.
Andy froze.
I think I'm.
You freeze?
Froze up
Am I
again?
back yet?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Okay.
Hope-
Yeah.
Hopefully I'm back. Yeah. Strange Life is doing well, but he may be delayed if he can even make it here tonight. So that's where he is. Meyer Greenblatt's having some dental work done. And so we wish him well. And let's start off with Dr. Silver Age as usual.
All righty. Well, I got
I'm sure he's one of nice things.
a little stack of some recent stuff that I've picked up over the last week or so. This one I picked up at my local comic shop. It was Strange Adventures number 148. So it's one I don't see too often. So I saw it and I snatched her up.
Oh,
So
Nice.
and then finally, this is the issue I needed, the last single issue of the Invaders. So this right here, number 4, that finishes off my Invaders, except for the giant size number 1.
okay.
That's the last one I gotta
That's
get.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a great run to have.
That's always a good feeling.
Yeah,
too, to get all those done.
Yeah, that was nice. And then I got a couple of, let's see, Jungle Tales of Tarzan I picked up. There's only 4 issues in the series, and now I have 3 of the 4. And this is issue number 1.
Oh, Charlton.
Yeah.
That's a very cool cover.
Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty neat. I didn't even know Charlton had done any Tarzan until
I didn't know
probably
that
a
either.
few months ago.
Yep.
Till just now.
And this is number 3, I believe.
Huh.
So,
Never seen these.
No.
yeah, I just saw him back when I first got home from the hospital there. I was on eBay all the time, and I came across those, and I'm like, I never knew they even did any Tarzan. And then recently, this week, I picked up these 3. It's a Bronze Age series from Marvel, and it's a reprint series. Combat Kelly and the Deadly Dozen.
Yeah, that's cool.
Number 1.
John
So,
Severin.
yeah. And then number 2. And number 3.
Nice.
Picture frame covers are cool.
Yeah. And then this one I picked up a week or so ago, and this is from like the mid 90s. This is put out by Image. It's part of the Big Bang Comics series, and I had to get it because it had the Go-Go Checks homage on the top. So I had to pick that up.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was pretty neat. I like these Big Bang comics because they were a throwback. They used to, try to imitate different styles, the Bronze Age, Silver Age, and whatnot. Then I picked up this one here. It's a king-size special of Tower of Shadows, number 1.
Oh, that's awesome.
I'm trying to get all the square-bound ones that I can find. Because I love those Marvel square bounds. I love the DC square bounds as well.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, these were some of the ones that I seen way back when I first started collecting. Another subset that I collect is the DC 100 pages for 60 cents. And I just got this one here. And this is Superboy number 205. And this is one I didn't see too often on eBay and any place. So I'm like, holy mackerel, I better snatch that one up. So, and then another Marvel one that I picked up, a giant size Kid Cult number 3.
Always love that cover. That's great.
Been wanting to get this for a long time, and it was a matter of finding the right price at the right shape and everything, because they're pretty pricey now.
Yeah.
So, but finally got one. Yay! This is one that I picked up. This is from 1964 by Super Comics. It's Blazing Six Guns.
Ooh, that's nice.
That's nice, yeah.
1964. I think they're reprints, I believe. And then, this is the newest book, that the most modern book I got. And I got it just for the cover. I saw the cover and I just picked it up. And it's Suicide Squad number 10, just because I thought the cover was cool. The red and the white and the skulls.
Mm-hmm. Very cool.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty neat. They got a Superman 80-page giant. This is G number 18. Also doubles as Superman issue number 183. Another nice square bound.
Yeah, it's a nice shape too.
And then last but not least, I got this one here. It was thrown in as a free book in a bundle that I got from on eBay, and it's From Beyond the Unknown, Number 14.
Gorillas.
Yep. There we go. So it was nice of him to send that. I got a couple other books, and he sent this as a freebie.
Nice.
So yeah, that was pretty nice. So
Mama Gorilla doing her knitting.
there
She's
we go.
doing her knitting on there.
Yeah, she was. She is. She's doing knitting. The other one's reading a newspaper. And the son's got a live action figure.
Yeah, there you go.
That's a typical household on the
Yeah,
Planet of the Apes.
it is.
Where's Shannon? There you go.
Oh, we lost.
And
We lost our fearless leader. There he is.
Was there an interruption for a long time?
about 3
He just
seconds.
now finished. Yeah, and you just now popped back up. So
Okay,
Yeah,
so
no big deal.
hopefully the world saw Doctor there, and I
Oh yeah.
I fell off the planet.
We thought we were going
I was about to call
rule
Doctor.
ourselves.
That may happen.
And it happened again.
Well, should we go? I don't know if you.
You're glitching just a little.
Am I on? Am I on?
Yeah,
I'm
there
on.
we go.
Follow.
Okay, so let's start with some assorted. Whoops, I'm not on again. There I am.
There.
So let's start with some assorted
There you go.
issues of the Brazilian title Heróis da TV, where they published Marvel Comics. This is one of my favorite comics ever. It's the issue where which has the stories where Jocasta is created. And this was the first time I read this. This was the first time I read an Ultron story, and I could tell that this was for real. The Avengers didn't act like this for anybody else, not even Cosmic Menaces, not for the Zodiac, not for the Masters of Evil, not for the Skrulls, not for Galactus, but with Ultron, you knew it was for real because this was personal. This is a family matter, and also George Perez' art is absolutely amazing. The amount of detail that we see in some areas. I was especially impressed with this page over here, where the Avengers lie defeated and all of this rubble, and poor old Jarvis there in the corner saying, "Oh my God!" And that's how you could tell that this story was for keeps.
Yeah.
I also like this because, unlike the rest of the world, I actually enjoy Wonder Man's short-lived George Perez designed costume.
You hear that, Maranya?
And this also has a couple of other stories. Thor. This is from the Len Wein, John Buscema, Tony DeZuniga run. Actually, not my favorite art. Tony DeZuniga is kind of winging it here, which is not usual for him. And Power Pack. I like Power Pack. I don't know why most people ignore this on purpose, but I always like Power Pack. So next up, number 85, where the Avengers fight Count Nefaria, now ultra powerful. I think this was the first time that John Byrne drew the Avengers, and of course Byrne was the first artist who I've learned to recognize. Always very dynamic. Although sometimes the quality of his art is different depending on the inker. And here it was Pablo Marcos, who was also inking George Perez and helped maintain the look consistent even with different artists. First appearance of Guy Ritchie. And at the end of the story, actually, first let's show some great Thor action Great panel. I
Wow.
love this.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
And here there was the setup for the Yesterday Quest storyline with the first appearance of Django Maximoff. Here's an ad for a Fantastic Four comic. It was actually in the quarterly Grandes Heróis Marvel, because usually the Fantastic Four was a backup in Spider-Man. But this is where they ran the Sphinx storyline. They managed to cram 7 comics in 80 pages just by taking out most of the recap pages.
Wow.
More Thor fighting Ulik. And the last story is Doctor Strange. Actually, another thing, an ad for one of their DC comics, because the same publisher also published DC, the New Teen Titans. And readers sometimes sent in art to get published. So here's a. Not sure if this is Color King Conan, but. And after that, they begin with the Doctor Strange Roger Stern run with Marshall Rogers art.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah. This is the issue where they start doing the time travel storyline. So you're Sergeant Fury in the Howling Commandos.
Yeah, Marshall Rogers, awesome.
Yeah. It's a real shame that we lost Marshall Rogers so young. Okay, another one. Going back a few years, number 41. The Avengers and Archon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Also notice that we have the Warlock Square here. This comes from their cover design was practically identical to the way they drew the Disney covers. So they wanted to showcase as many heroes as possible. But of course, inside. Starting with the Avengers story. And Archon appearing for the first time.
Nice.
The Avengers were a series that they tried to get as much as possible, because these guys started publishing Marvel in 1979, but did not acquire the rights to all of the Marvel heroes until 1983. And so they started publishing some stuff from the late 60s and early 70s, and the Avengers was one of those titles that they crammed as many stories as possible, which is good because it allowed me to go through their chronology pretty good, and it's still my favorite title. Next story, Warlock. Kind of fancy coloring because Magus doesn't look right. There's of course the Starlin run. The Starlin was a favorite of the translator and the editor. They tried to publish as many Starlin stories as possible. The same with Frank Miller and John Byrne. And here's Thanos appearing in the final page. The first time Thanos appears in the Warlock stories.
Very nice.
And Gamora.
And Conan the Barbarian, number 3, before Conan was spun off into his own title. So Barry Windsor Smith goodness.
Ratu.
Next up, number 42. So more Warlock.
Cool.
Because these comics are smaller, trying to put all this art kind of loses a bit of definition, but it's all the typical Starlin craziness. Lots of chemical experimentation. And Thanos.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, this is the only Thanos story that matters. It's the Captain Marvel stories and the Adam Warlock stories. After that, when they brought him back from the dead, it was useless.
Yeah. Good point.
They have over almost 40 pages of Warlock in here. Continues then with Master of Kung Fu, and they managed to cram an ad here where the credits were supposed to be.
Of course, yeah, that revenue in there.
And the Avengers. This is a story where they end up in Wakanda and finding Gorilla Man. Let's see if I can find something else interesting here. No. Oh, there's an ad for what if Conan was stuck in the 20th century. Right here next to the indicia, which takes up half a page. No, because unlike American comics, they have to tell the name of everybody who works at the company, even the guy who sweeps the floor. And speaking of what if Conan came to the 20th century? Here it is, issue number 43.
That's just a fun. That's a fun series. That's a fun read right there.
Yeah,
I like
that was a good
Especially when
one.
that guy grabs his sword and gets punched in the side of the face.
Mm-hmm.
That's a funny panel. I got his sword, and then bam, right in the side of his face.
First
Good
page
stuff.
1. Mm-hmm. Actually, notice the ad for Disney Comics.
Ah,
Let's see if I can find that page. Here it is.
yeah, I got his sword. I got his sword. Crack.
Lost a few teeth, yeah.
More Master of Kung Fu, although here I think it's already drawn by Mike Zeck instead of Paul Galassi. There was a time when we were getting a double dose of Mike Zeck in Master of Kung Fu and Captain America.
Mm-hmm.
Here's a fight with Zarin, the weapons master. Zarin was a kind of an old favorite of mine when it comes to villains. And after Master of Kung Fu was canceled and they put him with Batroc and Captain America, it kind of became a joke, and it really isn't fair. Zarin was what Taskmaster is now,
Ah,
a real weapons master. And here's a Thor story from Tales of Asgard.
beautiful page.
Yeah, apparently Taskmaster is a joke now too.
Yeah. And the last one I have here, issue number 60. Nice Doctor Strange cover, which is a rarity. They rarely appeared on the covers.
Nice, Marshall Rogers again.
Especially because this cover is not of the comic that's inside. What we have inside is Doctor Strange Annual number 1.
Oh, okay.
War.
This was how Doctor Strange was supposed to be, weird.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes they didn't do it, or like on this splash page. Other stories. Okay, next one, Avengers. Yeah, somebody's going to.
Shafted it.
Yeah, this is a bad idea.
Yeah.
It might be the best Rich Buckler art he ever did, though. That's really well done.
It is, yeah, and the storytelling here is interesting. How he gets away from the mugging, basically ignoring it.
Yeah.
This is, yeah, here it is. The Sentinels coming back to Earth. think this is the story where Larry Trask's son dies. And then we got some Thor here. This is issue number 201. This is in the New York Harbor. They're arriving in a Viking longboat.
Viking, yeah.
Okay, so now for something completely different. Disney comic supplements that appeared in a weekly newspaper in Portugal.
Oh, the sleuth, right?
Uh-huh. I like these stories. Whoops. Yeah, this thing is not stapled. Let me see if I can show a bit of interior art. Because you guys were talking about being impossible to do collections of romance comics in Grotto Stream, and it's the same thing with Disney. We can't do Disney collections because these comics disappear. They get thrown out because they're for little kids, and unless you work your way up to superheroes, your mom would just throw away the comics and you wouldn't care. Okay, here's another one with Jungle Book. This one has Donald and his nephews. Could have used this for when we did the Indian theme. And the Beagle Boys.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, and we're done for now. We'll get back to comics. I'm gonna switch to something else next time. We can move on.
All right. I look forward to see about 1/3 of this. I don't know if you guys heard me. I'm only going to see about 1/3 of this. So I keep dropping off the screen. So, biscuits are done. Well, let me show a couple before I fall off the planet again. And keep talking out loud.
Oh man, this is gonna be good.
We missed that one.
Oh, why? Yeah, that's a wild cover.
Oh.
Very cool.
Yeah. I like that Frankenstein. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
DC special.
This is going to be without commentary.
That's a cool cover.
Yeah.
And it,
There yet? Okay.
this is going to be a long night.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, Graphic, I think you can leave and come back if you want to. I don't think you'll lose the rest of us if you want to try to reboot.
You're up,
Looks
Steve.
like you're on, Steve.
Yeah, looks like I'm on. All right. Where to begin? Of course, last weekend before, what is it? Not last weekend, weekend before last, went to Baltimore Picked up some comics. Was there all 3 days. Um, a lot of dealers, a lot of stuff going on. Um, the whole thing, of course, Baltimore is not your typical convention we see them now. It's more comic book oriented. It's got a lot of stuff going on for us comic book guys. So, without further ado, one of the books I picked up, Bronco Bill number 11. I think it's from 1950, I think. But it's got a Schomburg cover.
That's nice.
Yeah, pretty happy with this.
Yeah, real nice.
Yeah, pretty happy with that purchase from Standard. My first issue of Bronco Bill. So one of those things you buy one, you gotta find the rest of them.
Yeah, because they have a lot of good covers on.
Yeah. There's Outlaws number 14. I can't remember what this is from. It's got an LB Cole cover. I think it was from Star Comics, 1954, April. It's got an LB Cole cover.
Oh, yeah.
That's neat.
Pretty excited to have this again. This is my first issue of Outlaws, so now I have to track down the rest, which impedes on my Charlton collecting, but only for a little bit. Another thing I picked up, I try not to do a lot of eBay stuff, not because I'm against eBay. It's just I've had bad experiences and good experiences on eBay. So, but I've been looking for this book with eBay notwithstanding. I've yet to find a good, decent copy of Zoo Funnies number 1. Very early Charlton funny animal book. I was able to find a nice copy of Zoo Funnies first issue.
Cool.
Pretty happy with that.
Yeah.
I love the way they write
Page
funny.
like that, I bet.
Yeah, I'm digging the checks there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All over it.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah, I'm digging that. I may have to hunt that one down just for the check. That's on checks overload.
Yeah, right. This is a favorite of mine. This is a very Space Adventures 55, late 50s, but it's very Dick Giordano cover, very ECS
Yeah.
cover on this.
That would have
Very
worked
cool.
with their space and dinosaur topics.
Oh yeah. Had this in my collection years ago. Can't find it, so I had to find it. I've got a very nice copy of this. I was able to find it pretty high grade. First issue of Marvel Toon
Yeah.
1.
Yeah.
I just can't find my copy. I just can't. Guy says 8.0. I think it's a little bit better than that, but I'm happy with the purchase. Very cool book.
Yeah.
Everyone's got a copy, except you can't find mine. This magazine is Haunted, number 13. I think it's 1954, but it's got a stupendous Steve Ditko cover on this.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. I love the lead.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Standing there. It's just an awesome. For some reason, I'm really digging his hand on the ball of the head of the staff there. I think it's pretty neat. This is very cool cover. First appearance of Eclipso, House of Secrets 61. So happy to finally find a copy of this. Took me forever. Either the price is too high, the condition's too low, or vice versa. It's just you just can't find. I could not find this thing worth decent mid-grade copy for the price. But first appearance of Eclipso. He only gets second billing here at the bottom. Where my hand's at there. Yeah, there you go. One of the comic books I think I paid too much for, but I've been wanting this for a while. I saw it years ago. Been wanting it ever since. I want all the heroic comics with the with Hydro Man, but sorry for the stupid stuff up here. I just gotta get new bags and boards. But heroic comics number 4 from 1941, I believe,
Wow.
January 41. So it's a Bill Everett cover and Bill Everett storyline. And
That's
I think
awesome.
I paid too much for it, but I got it. It was good. I had it in my hand. I had the money, so I pulled the trigger on it.
Very cool.
Yeah, that's all I have for right now. We can go on to somebody else, and I'll come back with some artwork and a couple other stuff.
I'm guessing graphic must be frozen again.
Yeah, I would tell some jokes if I knew any, but I don't.
So yeah, Steve, we read the first Eclipso on our bad comic readings show last Friday.
What did you read?
The first Eclipso.
Oh, did you?
And I told the audience that you just picked that up at the Baltimore Con.
Oh, sweet. Who played Eclipso?
I think I did.
Oh, that's awesome.
Or did I? Or was I the narrator? I don't know. That Friday was a long time ago.
Know any magic tricks, Steve?
I don't. I can't do the little phone thing, I'm done. That's the best I can get.
Well, he already used the one trick he knows. He made the host disappear.
Yeah,
Yeah, right? Absolutely.
maybe he took somebody's advice. He's rebooting or something like that. So,
But I guess I can go on with some more stuff so you won't have to look at my.
I was looking at your artwork behind you there.
Yeah.
The one with the yellow border around it. The other side. Yeah. Is that the thing?
No, that's Bob Layton. That's Iron Man.
Iron Man. Okay.
Yeah, that's my very first artwork ever. And Iron Man 148 had just come out, and Bob Layton had did a local show here in Silver Spring, Maryland.
Yeah.
And I was 13, and he was only charging $10 a figure.
Yeah.
And I've had that ever since.
That's
So that
amazing.
was my very first one. Yeah.
Wow. Very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we lost a couple here. There we go.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Reboot.
Yeah, I did everything. So I even sent a text to Dr. Silverage. Are you guys still talking?
Oh, I didn't even have my phone down here, so I usually forget to turn it down and then it'll beep at me. So today I left it upstairs.
So I guess while I was gone, Steve read us the Communist Manifesto and stuff like that. So
Yep. We're all good.
good.
No, it was the Discordian principle.
Oh, even better. Yeah. All right. Let's see. While I still recover my nerves, why don't we run to Eric Breen and surprise him?
Can we go to Jambo next so I can?
Sure.
Yeah, it's the.
Jambo.
Hey guys. Let's see. I had some things out next to me here. I was kind of going through a bookcase, and I'll show you guys this.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, always one of my, probably my favorite in the Silver Age.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
yeah, he signed it up there.
Oh, awesome.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
So,
that's cool.
Yeah, I got this a few years back, and I didn't get John to sign it in person, but I opened it up and it was signed. I was really happy. So I've got one page of his artwork, and I'm really glad I got that. That was before he passed away. So, yeah, it's just got a lot of cool stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
And there's a centerfold.
Oh, that's superb.
Yeah.
I liked how he did everybody except the Hulk. I didn't like his Hulk too much.
Now, see, I was going to say he was my Hulk guy.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
I
it's not so bad on that picture, but sometimes he gave him like the hippie hair. I'm old school. I guess I kind of like the old block-headed,
The hippie
curvy
hair.
kind of.
I always thought his brother gave him.
Frankenstein head.
Yeah,
His brother gave him the Beatles fright wig.
right. Yeah, he did. There's some artwork he did from the Wizard of Oz crossover they did with DC.
Mm-hmm.
So I seen that at a con not too long ago, and I wish I'd got it. But they were pretty pricey on it. A lot of cool faces there. So yeah, had that and was checking it out, and had this one out too.
There you go.
And yeah, it's got a lot of the cool covers in it.
That is nice.
Yeah, if you guys don't have it, this book is really awesome. It shows some of his early Marvel work.
Oh, neat.
Up to where he was with Eater and Standard Publishing and stuff. One of my favorites. Terra the Space Pirate. So, just love those airbrush covers. And yeah, I don't know why some of the other artists of the time period didn't do airbrush work like that. I don't know if there was other artists that did it. I can't recollect any.
Who published that?
Let's see. Vanguard.
Mm.
So yeah, you can find it for about $20, $25, something like that. Anymore. So anyway, we got that, and I was looking through this one a little bit too.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, just some of the girl superheroes of the Golden Age and stuff, and I'm just going to show you. Can't find her now. Tarpey Mills. I don't know if you guys are. I don't know if I'm saying her name right. The lady who did Miss Fury back in the day. She was the artist and the writer, which was kind of uncommon for back in
Mm-hmm.
the Golden Age. Yeah. Oh well, I should have marked it. Sorry. And yeah, those were up on my rack there, so
Wow.
I'll
Nice.
show you those guys again.
See?
cool.
And this one has a reproduction cover on it.
Okay.
Yeah. Some more Fox goodness there.
That was a cool cover.
I had one Western laying next to me.
Ooh, that's
Nice. Yeah, that's cool.
huh.
Gunsmoke.
Yeah, no Matt Dillon, but Gunsmoke. Was over there. Another Schomburg. And I had a video out last week where I picked up a few of these. So, Micah, it's for you, buddy.
Okay.
I'm picking up a few of them. Getting closer on these. So, down to the nitty gritty.
I heard number 3 is the tough one. Right?
I don't have 3, so yeah, it might be.
Yeah, I heard like 3 is like the tough one. Low print run and
the last one too is
Okay.
kind of pricey, I think, for some reason. It has a close up of her face with a bunch of eyeballs on the cover, and yeah, for
Okay.
whatever reason, it's kind of pricey, and maybe just because it's the last issue. So those guys are creepy, man.
yeah, they very much so. Reminds me of The Descent. Those creatures
Yeah.
in Descent.
Crazy guy with the hypo. I don't know if he's going to help her or.
Right.
I got this. So
Brought to Weird World. That was awesome.
hey, Garton. I'm done. Micah, you and Gratu are muted.
Okay. All right. Well, hello, Gratu. I can't wait to watch this episode and see everything I've missed. So it's going to be quite a surprise for me. So,
I just showed my action number 1, Micah.
Oh, wow.
Sorry you missed it, everybody.
Beautiful copy too.
Yeah.
So you weren't there for a while?
Oh no, I've been having difficulties.
Oh yeah, I know that feeling.
Breen, were you ready to go, man?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. First, I'll say that a hospital trip, a doctor's appointment, a dental appointment. So if only 3 of us had those this week, I figure we're ahead of the curve. So the other 4 of you that didn't have any of those, salute. All right, so I'm going to lead off with
injury report for the fossils here.
Yeah, the DL is getting bigger by the week. So lead off this because these are just laying around everywhere now.
Oh,
There you go.
I've
Oh,
never
yeah.
Love it.
Okay.
nice.
Yep, we're gonna go romance this week.
Ooh.
I've shown this before, but this is square bound, so
Oh,
put
nice.
that on your radar.
It is. It's on my radar. That's one of the ones I'm looking for.
Queen size special.
That's right. I found this. I think I've shown this before too. It's the first issue of Our Love Story.
Wow.
Wow, that's cool.
This had been in one of the LCS's bins for 10 years for under $10, and
Oh
no
my
one
God.
touched it.
Wow.
slight alterations. That could be a Spider-Man cover.
That is true.
Well,
That looks like MJ. So
Mm.
Yeah, it's
That could be
It's
Peter Parker.
Romita. It's a Romita draws.
So here's a Teen Confessions.
Oh, that's cool.
Mm.
Great cover.
Is
Was
it one of
that
those stories where
Day?
I fell in love with a hippie?
Probably. It's the second issue of Time for Love.
Wow.
What's it say on the truck?
I never even
No
heard
time
of
for
that
that.
one.
Something dairy farm.
Oh, he's the milkman, huh? Or the dairy farmer.
And here's another issue of Time for Love. All it needs is Gratu's lighting, and it's good to go.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, back to a couple square bounds here because I said
Oh yeah.
Wow.
100. Those are tough, man. Those are tough to find.
108. Here's 112.
Nice.
That's a nice color on that cover.
Yeah, these are. I said I'm like you, Rod. I'm a sucker for 100-pagers, and
Mhm.
I said I don't care if it's Young Love, Tarzan, or anything in between.
Yep.
Let me show a few more of these. See, Career Girl Romances, number 55, I believe. Here's number 58, and she doesn't appear to be all that interested.
No, not at all.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Maybe he's a lousy tipper.
There you go. Is number 59.
Well, I never seen so many career girl romances in one setting before.
Yeah, really.
Shouldn't they be working instead of romancing?
That's a career.
And since they might as well just keep piling them on here, here's another one, number 69.
That's a trippy cover.
Mm.
Let's see, 75.
Now we know where they've all gone. You've got them.
I said that was I did pick up a few here. Here's a Haunted Love, number 4.
There you go. That's a good one.
Nice.
Good Staten cover on that. And she's dead.
Here's number 11.
There you go.
Mm.
Here's one. Tragic, Daring Teens. High School Confidential Diary, number 3.
High school. I'd be surprised if any of those are younger than 21.
So let's do a couple more for this round. Here's I Love You, number 86.
Thank you, Eric. That was very nice.
From the heart.
Yes.
while it's still working. And let's see, and I'll close this round with Our Love Story, number 2.
Oh, cool.
That's really good.
That's nice.
Those are some you don't see too often.
I figure that's enough romance for one round.
I got the warm fuzzies from that.
Well, guys, I wanted to show something I've shown Dr. Silver Age before. I don't know how many of you are toy guys like myself and Meyer Greenblatt, but this looked pretty good to me.
Mm.
It's the Psycho Man. And here's him out of the box. He's got the emotions. I think it looks pretty,
That is so cool.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is that new?
It should be released any day now. They said November, so
Yeah.
you might want to be on the lookout.
That's
Yeah. For one of the lesser known FF villains, I think he's done pretty good here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really cool.
They usually jack them up this day and age. That looks really good.
It'll probably run you about $26, I think. Dr. Silverage was hoping I would delay the announcement of this so he could pick up 3 or 4 himself.
That's right.
I thought that was something from the '90s cartoon. Is that?
I think it's that logo. They still use it.
Yeah, that
Oh.
backing is on it because I just
He's got a few.
Yeah.
I've got the Triton one, and that's from the '90s, and they use the same style. You know,
Okay.
Very cool.
yeah,
I have the
So, I mean-
Galactus from back then.
yeah, yep. So
Okay, that's pretty neat.
yeah, when he first showed me it, I was like, "Wow, is that now or is that from the '90s?"
Yeah, I
So
just
probably
saw,
start looking at Amazon. You'll probably find it.
just
Go
saw
ahead,
him on the
Gratu.
cover of a Micronauts cover. I was going through my Micronauts. That's where I last saw him. Like he was on an early issue of Micronauts. He appeared. Well, let's see. So what are we showing tonight?
All romance. No, I'm kidding. Anything you want to show. It's a free for all. Show and tell.
Because I tuned in with the Vampirellas with the Joe Biden's biting her abdomen.
Yep.
Okay, well, I'll just show you what I got today because I was going through and just picked up a few things that I didn't pay for any of it. I just thought I'll come in a few hours early, a couple days, and pay for this. First thing I got was from my wife, who's a big fan of Alf. But it's not the good one. I mean, there's one cover that I won't talk about that you probably know about. It's insane. But I can never find that one. I actually have a slab because I was
That is really cool.
trying to help
Yeah,
someone
very
out,
cool.
and then it turned out. Well, I realized, well, this is something that I love. This comic, this logo, which morphed into the Castle of Frankenstein movie monster magazine logo in the 60s and 70s, and it's just so I had to get it, but I really I think lead paint was encouraging me to just break open the slab, and I figure, but I realize I've got the book reproduced in one of those Roy Thomas PS art books, so I guess I'll have one slab and I can put it behind all my Frankenstein figures and everything. Maybe my Psycho Man. I maybe need to get that too. I got this issue of the Phantom Stranger, which I didn't have.
Sweet.
yeah, great series.
Well, that has a noose on the cover. You can't do that
Yeah.
anymore.
That's right. Very risque.
Risque. I got an issue of Count Duckula. Oh, I just remembered there was something else I should have gotten, but I'll get it later. There was a Mad Monster Party comic book, but it wasn't from that time period. It was something new that was done. This seemed really messed up, and I just wanted to read the story. It's actually got art by Walt Simonson, so maybe it's not bad, but it's Superman 666, and apparently he turns into the Antichrist in this. It's kind of messed up. It seems like this would have hit the headlines like Superman did recently. It seems like this would have upset somebody.
Yeah.
Well, at least you got a good writer on it.
Huh?
They have a good writer at least too, and a good artist. So
Yeah,
it might
well,
be
I
a
wanted
good
to read it, So normally I probably wouldn't read Superman from this era. I prefer, earlier time periods, but this, I don't know, this intrigues me.
At least he doesn't have that hippie hair.
I got the mullet. That was the
Yeah.
worst. I got 2 comics today that are new, which is shocking. And one I just had to get because it's part of my childhood. I went into a 7-Eleven in 1972 in Hampton, Virginia, and pulled a comic from the rack that was so wrong. It was Sabrina's Chilling Tales of Sorcery, and it was done in the Happy Archie house style. But there were guys falling over reading the Necronomicon with their eyes bubbling out and they're melting, and the second issue had a giant ant like the old 50s Strange Tales, but it was still Archie style. And then by the third issue, they got Gray Morrow to come in and do it in a straight horror manner, because it was just weird to have Sabrina, who you see on Saturday morning cartoons, telling these stories that were so, it just seemed wrong. But now everything's wrong because they do all this. It's a natural thing to have Archie and all these depraved. But anyway, long story short, they have a new Chilling Adventures in Sorcery. A new issue came out
That's
today.
cool.
So,
Francavilla
like
cover
that, yeah.
too.
so who?
Francavilla did the cover.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's good art. I don't know the guy. He's pretty well known artist, I guess now.
Yeah, he's very much into horror.
Okay, well then I guess, and then I'm a big fan of Sheena, and I thought I'd try this. It's gonna probably be horrible, but the cover's good. Sheena, Queen of the Jungle.
Yeah, I'm liking that. I didn't see that at a shop.
There were
It
several
just came out
covers.
this week.
Yeah, today. And then I got some books that weren't in great shape, but I don't think I have this, but watch me go in the other room and find out I do have it.
DC special.
It's a Joe Kubert issue of DC Special.
Mm.
And then this is such a great cover, even though it's got flaws, like some chipping on the bottom, but it's a Phantom Stranger that
Oh yeah.
this
Nice.
real gothic cover. It's got this little piece of paper down there that's fallen off and another little chip down there, but still I don't see this I've never seen it in my life, in fact, so I thought I'd get that.
Great series.
And I don't think I have this, although I probably do and have forgotten. Is this Giant Size Avengers? It's not in perfect shape, but I just want to read it, which is I think what you're supposed to do with comics.
Oh, don't be ridiculous.
Not slap them. But it's got a Golden Age story that's probably redrawn, but still, that's. Now, what else did I get? Oh, just these. These are common and not that valuable. These Avengers indexes of the early issues. It's just they're nothing special. And then there was a free comic for, I guess, Wonder Woman's 80th anniversary. It's some young adult stupid thing. I picked that up. It's free. And then the first Sergeant Fury annual from 1965. It needs a new bag.
Yeah, cool.
Sitting in the back.
Cool.
Yeah.
This has been in that shop for forever, and I just thought I need to get this.
He goes with Korea in that one. That's cool.
Yeah, he still doesn't have his eye patch because he hasn't met that cat yet that scratched it. And here's the.
Oh yeah.
The Salvador Dali knockoff, yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So that's what I got today. I mean, I could dig out something more entertaining, I guess. But that's just what's like right in front of me.
Uh-oh, Eric's got something. Hold on, Eric.
Oh, you got a different version?
Just to show that Gratu and I have similar tastes. That's the other cover. And something else I want to mention. Picked this up today also. This was by that company that the first issue was written by, damn it, I can't remember, but Ron Friends and Sal Buscema were the artists.
Yeah.
And they also do the art for this. It's a new company. I didn't recognize the writer's name, but I think this is a company for people that can't get hired at the big two anymore. So it's very just if you're a fan of the Tom DeFalco era Thor, that kind of writing, or like Spider-Girl, stuff like that, this you'll like this.
Oh, cool.
And it's just nice to see somebody at least writing, producing comics with basically the seven of us in mind.
Understood.
That's not being ordered by my store. That or the other book you showed a few weeks ago. So I needed to get him on that. That's a shame.
Dr. Silver Age, Do we need to run through you again before you head off to?
All right. So I got just a handful of stuff here. So where is it? Right here. I wanted to start off while I'm here at the same time as Gratu, which is rare on Wednesday nights. I picked up these recently. Monster Times, number 7.
Oh, and not to interrupt you, but Guandanaland Books found that issues 28 through the last issue, which I think is 48, somehow they didn't put the copyright notice on it. And so there's a book that you can get through Amazon that has 28 through 48 all in one book. But I guess shrunken down where you're going to need a magnifying glass to read it. But yeah, that's out now.
Have to get back on that site then. It is number 8. Got that one.
Those are some pearly whites.
And then I got number 27 with Dracula.
I haven't seen these since I was a kid.
It's so wonderful.
And then the fella that I got these off of sent me this, and I've never seen it before. I don't know if it goes along, if it was an insert inside the Monster Times or not, but it's Godzilla versus Megalon. It's like a excuse me, like a fold out. It's only like 4 pages,
Yeah.
But I'd never seen it before, never heard of it. So I didn't know if anybody knew anything about that. No.
Neat though. Is that Corbin work?
Yeah, I don't even see any kind of who did it or anything like that.
I'm sure Ed Piskor of Cartoonist Kayfabe would love to have that.
Yeah, it was like I said, the guy that I got those ones threw this in, so I have no idea. And then I recently picked up these here. This is Strange Suspense Stories from Charlton. This is number 6.
Nice.
And then Space Adventures number 6.
Very cool.
And Space Adventures number 8.
Love that cover. Awesome apparel cover.
And then Space War number 30.
Great stuff.
And then last but not least, this one here I picked up, and everybody will see why, and that's Planet of the Apes and Green Lantern.
When did that come out?
It was a couple years ago. I want to say it was either 2017 or 2015. I can't remember which now, but I just happened to come across it on eBay. I saw it. I'm like, wait a minute, is that from the 60s? I don't recognize that cover, And then I'm looking, oh no, it's Green Lantern and Planet of the Apes. I said, but I had to get that one. That's just a gimme. So,
Wow.
So there we go. Another week done. So thanks again for having me on. It's always great to hang out with you guys. I always appreciate it. Love seeing what everybody's got to show. So I just wish I didn't have to get up so doggone early in the morning.
Captain, check again. I sent you a link, but I'll try to send it again while somebody else is talking. Thank you so much, Dr. Silver Age. And
right.
if you have to go, that's totally understandable.
I do,
Yeah.
unfortunately. So, and I'll see you guys next week. We'll do it all over
right.
again.
Take care.
Take care, guys.
See ya.
Yeah.
See ya.
Hopefully next time I can take part. So, Apollo, do we need to run through you real quick?
Yeah. So I took out some prestige formats and Brazilian editions. I thought I had more Brazilian editions here. No, they're there. Okay. So first, Power of Shazam prestige format, which reintroduces the real Captain Marvel properly to the DC universe. with excellent Jerry Ordway art, painted art inside.
Mm-hmm. Good stuff. Oh yeah.
And the transformation. I used to love these prestige format books because they were an interesting way of getting a different type of story, usually finite. Okay, here's X-Men Rarities, a rare reprint. Even the reprint is rare, and this includes the Iceman story from that Bizarre Adventures, the backup story from Classic X-Men #1, Marvel Fanfare #40, the Mutant story from Amazing Adult Fantasy #14, and the Generation X preview. So let's start with the Iceman story.
Mm-hmm.
Next up, the Classic X-Men backup with art by John Bolton. These were kind of interesting reads, even if nothing really happened. Although in this case, it kind of establishes why the Angel and Wolverine did not get along.
Keep
Whoops.
going, Paulo. I'm just bringing in Strange Life.
Because it took me out. Because it took me out of the
Right.
main screen.
Yeah.
Oh.
There we
There
go.
we are. Yeah. So yeah, why Angel doesn't and Wolverine don't like each other.
I wonder why.
Marvel Fanfare #40 is a story featuring Storm and Mystique, which with them explaining why Mystique stopped going after Rogue after she joined the X-Men.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Oh, good. Okay.
A recolored version of the Amazing Adult Fantasy from #14 story, The Man in the Sky.
Oh, that's cool.
It's usually considered the first mutant story, although there are at least 2 stories that feature the word mutant, which preceded, and they preceded by 2 years. Also, it wasn't Stan Lee who came up with the idea. It was Larry Lieber. This character later appeared in John Byrne's X-Men: The Hidden Years.
Mm-hmm.
And finally, the Generation X preview, which kind of looks out of place in this comic. Next up, Superman: Blood of My Ancestors. Simultaneously, Gil Kane's and John Buscema's last work in comics. Gil Kane died halfway through the art, and John Buscema died shortly after it was published.
Oh man.
Wow, I never knew that. Interesting.
You can see the transition.
Wasn't that a Target special edition?
No, it was a prestige format. Came out regularly through the direct market. So okay, last. Yeah, here. So last Gil Kane pages. And John Buscema starts on the next page, still trying to draw like Kane, so it's not too jarring of a switch. You can tell that it's Buscema, but he's trying not to draw like he usually does.
Yeah.
Hey, Paulo, what year was that book?
2001, I think.
Okay.
No, 2003.
2003.
Mm-hmm. Stephen Grant wrote it. Grant had worked with Kane somewhere on a Bravura imprint, I think.
I got a similar book that I got at Target, and that's why I asked if that was a Target edition. I'm wondering if they reprinted it in that Target edition.
Maybe. Superman, Last Son of Earth, and Elseworld, where Clark Kent, Earthling Clark Kent, the natural son of Jonathan and Martha, gets sent to Krypton and raised by Jor-El and Lara. He needs the special skeleton to move in Krypton's higher gravity, but eventually he finds a Green Lantern ring, and, and then he goes back to Earth.
Wow.
Guys, our
There
food
was-
just showed up. I'm gonna go eat, and I'll come back if you guys are still on. If you want, maybe you can just leave my little camera going, or I guess.
There was a sequel, a one-shot, Superman Last Stand on Krypton. These were written by Steve Gerber, and they're pretty good. Okay.
Yeah, Steve Gerber's a great writer. I love his stuff.
The one-shot reprinting, Whatever Happened to the Man of Tomorrow, all the two stories in one package. I don't remember at the time. I don't remember what led me to pick this up. I was not on a very historic vibe at the time, but I'm glad I did. I still have these stories in the in the Alan Moore Across the DC Universe trade paperback. Okay, Captain America First Stories, Brazilian reprint of the Captain America stories from issues number 1 and 2 of Captain America Comics.
Oh, that's nice.
This came out around 1990 in Brazil.
That's cool.
Got a nice index here, and then
Is that all new art?
no, it's just the Kirby stuff.
Is it?
Yeah, covers
Oh,
inside.
nice. That's classic.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
Yes.
Classic.
And then moving on with the stories.
Hmm.
Yeah, they've just kept the stories from number 1 and 2, and they don't feature the backup characters. Another Elseworld, Robin 3000 Brazilian edition, in what the Brazilians called a prestige format, not prestige format, but deluxe format, which usually meant US size but better paper stock. They did their own Elseworlds logo, which they called the Time Tunnel. See here. Túnel do Tempo.
Time Tunnel.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Irwin Allen TV series.
Yeah. And parts 1 and 2. Very nice P.K. Ray Russell art. Okay, what's next? There it is. Dead Man, Love After Death, issues 1 and 2.
Oh, yeah.
Sexy cover.
I think people didn't like this very much because it was Kelly Jones. The Kelly Jones changed the design a lot compared to what Neil Adams used to do.
He froze.
It's contagious.
One guy disappears and the other guy freezes.
We're just having a rough night. Well, Captain, how are you doing?
I'm doing a lot better now. I got some new meds, and I was at, so I'm. I think it's gonna make me loopy or something, but we'll see what happens. I don't even think he knows he froze. And now he's gone. Shoot.
Right. I'll be looking for him. Do you have anything to show us, Captain? I'll go right to you.
Yeah, I got some stuff.
I'd go to Steve, but I think he's probably camera shy after I abandoned him while he was on.
I'm good.
I got some stuff here to show you later on in the off chat. I wanted to
All right.
Well, you remember I was talking to you guys about the 20 Million Miles to Earth, the movie, and
Yes.
you had the what's that monster called, the Ymir, and the lobby cards. They had 8 lobby cards, and not one of them did the Ymir appear. So somebody, I don't know who, back in the 80s, they produced the 9th lobby card, and this is it.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is cool.
So this is really weird, you know. It's got the copyrights and everything down here. It's got the number 9.
Wow.
So I don't know how readily available these things are, but I think they're a little bit rare to come by. But that's the 9th lobby card I was talking about right there.
That looks really nice. Yeah.
Oh, well, I might as well. I wasn't going to show this, but might as well. I got a Marvel Tales from 105. It's from 1952. It's got
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
That's beauty. Yeah.
Russ Heath is the artist who did the all of those ads for the Revolutionary War soldiers and the Roman soldiers. Did you know that?
Yeah.
No, no.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He did that artwork. Do I get an echo? No. Anyway, I love spider covers, man. You know, everybody knows I love spider covers. This is a new acquisition, by the way.
That's nice.
Very nice.
And then, of course, I had to get some pirate covers. This I got on the cheap.
Oh wow.
Wow. He's right for that cannon.
Yeah, I forgot what they call this. And you know, Wally Wood did some of the the artwork for the Civil War cards from Topps, and he did the raw artwork for the Mars Attack cards.
Yeah.
And I remember we had a place down here in Chicago back in the late 60s, early 70s called the Acme. And I used to go there to get comic books, movie posters, and lobby cards and stuff. There was this guy in there. He had original artwork that was unpublished from either Mars Attacks or those Civil War cards. And one of them, it was all Wally Wood stuff. I don't know where he got it from. But one of them showed a cover like this with a guy being blown, with a hole being blown right through him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
And those were, and I checked it up on the internet, and I found some of those unpublished cards. And sure enough, there was one like this that they were rejected because they were too violent. But that was quite interesting. Anyway, yeah, I forgot what number with this. I think this is number 3. Let me take it out of here. This is pretty low grade here. Oh, yes. Let me see. Volume 1, number 3, 1950. So that's pretty cool. I don't know who did the cover. I should do a little research on it, I guess, and find out. So I don't know. Crap, man. What do I got here? I don't. My buddy Leo got me this. I just got some stuff laying around here. I wasn't really prepared. I didn't think I was going to be on, but he got me volume 2 of this. He gets these at half price books for less than half price, way less than half price. I think he paid like $10 for this. Man, it was brand new.
Wow.
Original prices on these was holy shit, $54.
Yeah, the slip cover, they're $65.
Wow. Whoa, unbelievable. But they got nice, the cover reproductions, but everything else is kind of lousy, man. I don't know why they rave about these so much, but I come across a lot of bad reproduction of the colors, man. I mean, I don't know. some of it's not bad, but a lot of it is. But anyway, I love these books though. I'd love to get this one, this cover right there. I mean, but that's getting out of the range of my price, man. Oh, you guys ever hear of a company called Artscape? They reproduce unusual posters, spook show posters, and movie posters, and they do a magnificent job of the reproduction of the artwork. Look at this.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Huh. That's beautiful colors. Huh.
Yeah, it's really nice. I paid $12 for this. He gave me a deal because I bought other stuff. Just $12 for this. Unbelievable. Oh, hey, get a load of this. I picked this up too from that guy, Artscape, on eBay. I don't know if I'm going to be able to show you the whole thing, but I mean, the reproduction is great
Oh,
quality.
that's great. Yeah.
I mean, I would never be able to afford this original.
Oh no.
I'd only be able to afford it when I sell, my other house. And I haven't gotten any, right offers for it yet. The best offer I had was like $600,000, and a real estate agent told me that the thing was probably get up to $800,000 for that house. It's in a hot area in Chicago, but I need that money to buy a property when I move to Florida. That'll probably wipe all the money out. Unbelievable. Let's see what else I got here. Oh, looky here, lads. Well, there's my buddy Leo from Time Travel Comics. He also got me this. He picked this up, I guess, at Half Price Books.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah, I think there is a little piece missing here. I think he paid like $1 for it, man. I couldn't believe it. He knows I love this stuff. Then he picked this up for me. We're always buying each other stuff, Just little things, So
Very cool.
yeah. Then what else I got? I started.
Captain, what was the name of that poster you showed?
Oh, look at that! The Lost Planet.
Is that the same thing or a different lobby card on the insert?
No, this is the same poster, and I think that's a lobby card on the insert. It shows Chapter 7. It's the same.
Okay. Your lobby card is slightly different.
Let me see yours again. Oh, it is different.
Yeah.
How do you like that?
Oh, they probably made 30 of them. As soon as you showed that, I thought, I bet I have that in my I have a folder called possible posters I should print. So.
Yeah, I mean, you do a remarkable job on those posters, man. I couldn't do it. I don't know. You do that? Do you do that at work or what?
Oh no, I go to a little place.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Wow.
He knows the guy.
Well, I tell you, I got a lot of posters that I like to have, made up into a bigger size, and I would gladly.
There you go, Micah. Second business for you, buddy.
They all roll their eyes when they see me coming in. Oh, it's the guy with the little bitty jump drive. And
what happened, Lucy? What happened? Somebody drop out?
No.
Oh.
We've had some bad connections.
Want me to continue or what?
Surely, yeah.
Okay, I got the what I got here is the
By the way, we noticed you have a haircut.
Me?
Yeah, boy, you had some long hair the last time you were on.
Oh, that was because I was cracking at Jenny and she just curled it off.
Uh-huh.
By the way, my wife is going to make an appearance later on, she says. She's 30 years younger than me.
All right.
Here's
well done, sir.
This is Standard Comics by the also known as Ned Pines.
Yeah.
Standard, better, or
Netter.
Nader or Netter.
Netter, yeah.
Yeah, Nutter, Nut,
I like
Nutter, whatever.
Nidor.
Anyway, he had
I
so
always thought it
many.
was Nidor.
Could be
Nidor, yeah, it could be Nidor. He had so many imprints. It's hard to keep track of it. But this is number 14. I wrote the thing on the back. There were. This started with issue number 11, which was actually the first issue back in around 1949, 48, 49. And yeah, Ned Pines was the guy's name. That's why I call it Netter. His name was Ned Pines. But
That's a good
anyway,
cover, yeah.
so this was from the 40s, one of the first Jungle Jim comic books.
That's neat.
And the first Dell Jungle Jim was 4-color 490.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
1953. This is 4-color 490, but it's number 1 in the series. And then what else do I got? I got the last one too. This is 4-color 1020, which was number 20. The last one. I mean, they had numbered them, 3 through something, and the first 2 was 490 and some other one. And then they started doing the normal numbering. I don't know, but what's weird about this is issue number 20 actually, and there supposedly was a 21st issue, but it's just like appeared into oblivion. Nobody knows how or when it happened. They say it was a foreign only publication, but I can't find any record of a number 21 Jungle Jim anywhere, in any archives. So I don't know, but there is some original artwork from 1969, 1970. Jeff Jones artwork that was for Jungle Jim that never got published. So I don't know if that was intended for the 21st issue or not. But
Paulo, did you get my email saying, "Hey"? looks like you fell off? Okay.
My internet is down and it's not coming back up for a few hours. So I'm on the cell phone using data.
All right, we figured you just had to go to bed and wasn't worth coming back on. So
yeah, it's okay. I only had two more books to show.
Well, go ahead. I'll continue with these later then.
Yeah, I'll put you right back on.
Yeah, let's see what I can do with this. Okay, yeah.
That's a good one.
Is that a Gotham by Gaslight?
Oh yeah.
Wait. I'm trying to see if I can go. Yeah, better. Here we are.
Oh yeah.
Gotham by Gaslight, Brazilian edition. This was one of the first Elseworlds and deluxe formats that they published, so it's got a better cardstock than the usual.
Okay.
But the rest is normal.
That's awesome. Love that story.
Mm-hmm. And the last one that I wanted to show, part of the graphic novel series, graphic novel number 16, The Shadow, 1941.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
Denny O'Neil.
Mm-hmm.
That's a great book.
Yeah, for the guys who do foreign editions, this is probably a very interesting cover to collect because they usually come up in different formats than in the US, including France.
That's awesome.
I'd like to have some of these.
Well, we'll have to come back in. Yeah, Gotham by Gaslight is the very first Elseworld. Yes. Although I don't think it has the logo in the first printing. Yeah, so I came back just for 2 books, but it took me 10 minutes to get this set up. but my internet is still not it's still not
Sure.
working. So I'm on the cell phone. This is not ideal. I don't know. I have no idea how my sound's coming in.
Well, at least I'm not the only one, so I'll take
Mhm.
comfort in that.
Okay, I'm actually going to take the time to go to bed now.
All right.
So
Thank you, Paulo.
glad you just had me pop up for another few minutes.
See you,
Sure.
Paulo.
So I will see you all guys all next week.
All right.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Paulo,
Take care, my friend.
take care, Paulo.
And Captain, when somebody pops in new, and I try to bring them in,
Oh yeah.
I'm never trying to stop anybody from talking or showing. I just
No.
have to quickly put them in, and then I can go right back to solo
Oh, okay.
highlighting.
Yeah,
So,
no, it's no problem. Of course, absolutely. You scratch my back, I scratch yours.
I feel like I haven't shown anything except 3 comics, and then it all broke
More like
loose.
1.5.
Want me
Yeah.
to show you the rest of the Jungle Gyms or what?
Yeah, and then I'll show a few magazines. So go ahead, Captain.
All right, what did I leave off at? I started with Annette Pines, 48. The first Dell, the last Dell, number 20. Then 21 disappeared somewhere. Nobody knows what the hell that is. And then Charlton started taking over from Dell with issue number 22 back in 1969.
Very nice.
They continued the numbering,
Yeah.
So, it's 22. There's another 22, but this has got some staining, water stains, and what have you. But it's got some good girl art there for Jambo.
Like it.
What is this? Number 23. Thought I had a different. Oh, here. Hey, take a look at this. There's another 23. It's almost a variant. The difference in the colors?
Yeah, the color's different. You got a purple dinosaur. A
Yeah.
blue one. It looks purple.
mean-
I don't know. Maybe it's Barney.
And then the detail. Well, I don't know. The detail with the leaves and is kind of more pronounced, but the dinosaur is definitely weird. I don't know, a color mistake or something. But that's Charlton. They did a lot of things, on the cheap. So
Yeah, but that dinosaur has a little DC look to it, almost ACG.
yeah, maybe it's AC/DC. I don't know.
Yeah.
But anyway, I got issue number 24. All these covers are pretty nice. Pat Boyette cover. And the previous one that I showed you was a, oh shit. This is Wally Wood.
Oh wow. Yeah, I was liking the girl there, so I was
Yeah,
wondering.
that's Wally Wood, man. Wally Wood and the pencils.
Huh.
And most of these are Pat Boyette. This one's Pat Boyette. That's a pretty cool cover. I like this. Jungle Jim. Jungle Jiminy Christmas Time. Number 26. That's another good girl. Now, it almost looks like a little bit of Gil Kane there. But it's not. It's Pat Boyette. Doesn't that girl remind you a little bit of her eyes, type of Gil Kane artwork that he would do?
It kind of looks a little fiction house, like Wings or Ranger Comics or something like that.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, kind of could remind you of that.
Hey, Captain.
Yeah, what's up, Doc?
According to the price guide, there's no 21.
Who says that?
The price guide.
Well, they're wrong because I got that information from Heritage Auctions.
Oh, okay, because they don't list the 21 at all. They go from 20.
Yeah, because there's some controversy running. Nobody knows what happened to it. They say that it was published as a European. The Heritage Auctions says that was published as a European edition only.
Okay.
And then I seen on Romita Man and on Heritage Auctions the original artwork for supposedly an issue 21 that was done by Jeff Jones. You can see the original artwork.
Okay.
But the funny thing is, though, that artwork was done later, much later. So it's all very weird, really weird. But
interesting. Okay,
yeah,
that's good to know.
It is, but both Romita Man and the Heritage Auction says there was a 21, but it was a foreign edition only. But
all right,
did you
now
check
that one you just held? That's a straight out of ACG time. Yeah,
yeah. That's Sam Gentile did this cover, and it's got listen, this has got Steve Ditko and Wally Wood on the inks.
Beautiful.
Wow. Isn't that weird? They're both doing the inks on this. And then the last one was from 1970. This is 28. So that's pretty good. Just one more thing I want to show you. So I'll get the Jungle Gym out of the way. I got a little treasure box here. I'm going to show you a Tijuana Bible, but I'm not going to, don't worry. I'm not going to do anything horrendous. This is a Tijuana Bible, Jungle Gym. Little go straight.
Wow.
I could show you this in the off chat, you know. I mean, when we're offline, I can open it up if you want to, but I cannot show you the inside. It's very naughty. And then I got, Alex Raymond created this character back in 1934, Jungle Gym. At the same time, he was creating Flash Gordon. Yeah. So this is Jungle Gym, a Big Little book that I found from 1937. This particular story, Jungle Gym and the Vampire Woman, is from 1937. And what I love in here is when somebody writes. I don't know if you can see it that well.
You barely make it out, yeah.
Yeah, but it's got a date there. It's June 1937, and then the person that it was given to was Huey Blankard.
That's nice.
June 1937. Nice, yeah. And the book is from 1937, so this was new. Somebody bought this new and gave it as a gift, or maybe the person autographed it himself. But I don't know. But these are really cool. I got some more Big Little books back there. But yeah, Alex Raymond created this along with who was that guy? He was an editor for a lot of pulp magazines. I think his name was Donald Moore. He co-created this, but Alex Raymond got all the credit for it. Raymond was creating all this stuff, including Agent X9, and it was too much for him, so he got Donald Moore in there, and then he wrote the scripts for the Flash Gordon and the first Jungle Gyms. Kind of cool. But anyway, I'll show you some more stuff later. Hey, Gratu is back. Making you fall asleep?
No, I've been here.
All right. Did I? I showed this one right before it died. All right. This one.
Yeah, that one froze though. That's a great cover.
All right, and this one.
Yes.
All right.
So
I thought I showed them. Well, Jambo, we got a little bondage for you. I don't know if you guys like Conan.
I still haven't
recovered
recovered from Vampalata.
Oh, sexy cover, yeah.
Earl Norham, yeah.
Is that Earl Norham? Yeah.
I think so.
See, I'm doing what Gratu should have done. He should have eaten on camera.
Well,
nice.
What I was eating was way too sloppy for that.
Me, I got dirty mind.
Ouch, man.
And
Great covers, yeah.
outstanding.
And this one's good girl art, Jimbo, but all the girls are tigers.
Ah,
And you have to look real close to figure that out.
Okay.
mm.
But they are.
Look at that, yeah.
Mm,
I guess it's bad girl art.
it's in a tight spot there.
And we'll
That's
stop.
what he said.
Here's a Kazar.
Kaiser. I always call him. I always say Khazar.
A lot of blood on this one.
Yeah.
Alakazam, Alakazar. Look at that.
It's a collector's edition. Number 1.
Yeah,
It's got more pages.
it's nice condition too.
It is.
And I'm going to have to move the camera for you to see this. But I've been inspired by AFTA. I'm going to start doing all my boxes like this. I don't know if you could see this. This is going to be my Tarzan box. And this is the way he does all of his, so
That's neat.
that'll be the gold keys. So who cares? But maybe next time I'll have 20 or 30 of those nicely done.
I thought about doing that too, but
Were any of the comics injured in the making of this box?
No, I went to that print shop and I printed out. Yeah. So I'm getting the ones I want set aside for Donald Duck and so on. And so on. So,
Micah,
That's a good
that
idea.
print shop that you're talking about, is that like a chain, like FedEx, or is that a little small?
it's a little print shop here in my town, and
Wow, the quality that you get out of there is just unbelievable.
like that Tarzan be about $1.20. So
Pretty nice.
very reasonable. So
Yeah, and good.
the hard part is cutting a straight line without rulers. I'm crazy. I have to eyeball everything. I'm sure AFTA took much more care when he did his.
So you just tape them to the boxes after you get the.
No, I glued. So something called Mod Podge. It's all the rave.
Kids
Sure you
love
guys.
it.
Yeah.
They use it.
Yeah, because our shop sells custom boxes, but it's weird. It's all modern. When you look at people that wear T-shirts from Marvel and DC, it's almost all 60s and 70s, or if it's DC, like Garcia Lopez art.
Yeah.
And then you get these boxes that are really cool, but the art's just like I said, it's too modern for my taste.
Yeah.
Well, does anybody want to show something?
I got some stuff.
All right, Steve.
Steve Areno.
What's up? How you doing, Hans?
How are you guys? How are you?
All
Good
right.
to see you again, brother.
You too, man. This what Hans is
How are you
talking
guys?
about. This is the card, that artwork.
Oh, that's what I was talking about.
Yeah,
Holy crap, you got it. Isn't it Wally Wood?
yeah. It's in this
What is that? What card is it? Oh, from Mars Attacks.
yeah.
I don't know.
All the cards in here.
Wow, that guy. That's what that guy had.
Yeah.
He had this original. I don't know what. Oh man, and he was trying to sell it to the owner of the Acme, but he it was too much money.
And Captain, he only made one copy, and Steve's got it. He'll be burning it later.
Yeah, right. I would.
Yeah, that's what the. Thanks for showing that, Steve.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Because that's what this reminds me of.
Yeah.
That's what that reminds me of.
Yeah. And this is just to brought to this is Frank Avia's work.
Oh,
This is a poster that he did, a limited edition poster.
The Living Dead.
And also got this, which he did.
Oh, that's nice.
Look at
Goodness.
that.
Yeah, they're only like $40 a piece, and they're signed.
Who's that? Francavelli?
Francavilla.
Francavelli, the guy that did for Archie, right?
Yeah. Yep, you are right, sir.
so is that his artwork they try to animate at the beginning of the Sabrina TV show?
That I don't know.
I think it is. He did covers for Sabrina, the recent Sabrina.
I think so.
Yeah, they use that as the opening credits.
Okay. This is Green Lantern Green Arrow 108. The reason I'm showing this because one of my favorite villains is Replicon. And at the Baltimore show, I had Jim Calafiore, which is one of my favorite new artists, modern artists, do the Replicon for me.
Wow.
That's nice.
I was really happy with that.
Yeah. Anybody would be. That's awesome.
Also picked up my Yellow Jacket number 7.
There you go. A 6.5.
Yeah, I seen that in your video.
Yeah.
That's beautiful, man.
Great skull cover too.
It is. I've got 1, 7, and 8.
Good for
I
you.
love
buddy.
slab books, man. So
Yeah.
I love not being able to read them. I just love that.
Yeah. Once I get all in, I'm cracking them out. I'm having a crack out party.
Crack out. And like me, I haven't done crack for a long time.
How do you open them?
Yesterday.
Picked up that. I got Tales of Mysterious Traveler number 10, which I was very happy to get this.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's nice. I think Rob too was asking how do you crack them open. There we careful we.
Yeah. The hardest part is they're in a plastic sealed
Inner
Single-
sleeve, right? The inner
Sleeve, yeah.
sleeve.
I've
Yeah,
seen
the
people
inner
do that
sleeve.
with scissors.
Yeah,
you gotta use scissors very carefully to get it open.
Yeah, really, because you got to cut it. So yeah, man.
Got that. Like I said, Jim Calafiore is one of my favorite modern artists, and he did Century in Forceworks. So I found this old figure and had him sign it. And
Nice.
sign it up there. Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah. I actually got also picked up like 70 run fillers, which I'm not gonna show everyone. It's like Blue Devil, Blue Beetle from DC, Doc Savage, Claw, and the Defenders. But I'm not gonna go through all of them. That's 7.
Yeah, we run the blister package.
No, they're all just single issues, just from the.
Oh, I thought you talked about the figures too.
Oh, you want to take them out?
Yeah.
This one I may not because it's signed by him, which I really
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
and it sets up pretty well. I can set it down and it stays up pretty well. But almost all my figures I take out. Like this one, the particular one, I think it looks cool like this. But we'll see. I can always just take a picture of it and save it, which I've done in the past. This was the yearbook from the Baltimore Comic-Con. All the artists that were there all did artwork, ghosts, spooky stories, stuff for the. This was free because I had the VIP pass, and you got it in for the amount. And you got the T-shirt and sweatshirt and cup and the yearbook and everything else there at the show. And one of the artists there, the Frame Brothers, they have some published work, but they do commissions. And anyone who knows Manos, the Hands of Fate, is going against Doc Savage.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
Yeah, because I had to get that done. That was kind of
Looks like Sonny Bono.
Right.
Yeah, someone said
Yes, he
that,
does.
and who was it? Hazelwood. Lee Hazelwood.
Oh, Lee Hazelwood. Didn't he do something with Frankie's Nancy for Sinatra?
Yes, a
Yeah,
lot.
they did a
with
couple
those
albums
Nancy
together.
Sinatra. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. That's all I got for the night. I'm not going to show those 70 comic books. We'll be here all
Oh,
night.
you're having a beer. I should be having a beer too, but I am having a beer.
Oh, no, this is about lemon water.
I'm having root beer.
Well, does anybody have anything to show? Jambo, Breen, Gratu?
I've got Gratu showed his graded book there earlier, and I've got my entire graded comic book collection right here at my disposal. I'm gonna show you me and a buddy went to a con, and Jim Starlin was there, and we got him to sign some books we picked out at the con there. And I was just grabbing stuff. I thought this was a lot nicer than 7.5, but they didn't. And
Yeah,
so anyway,
it's a crapshoot with them. It's a crapshoot.
yeah.
What is
And
the
so he
yellow
grabbed-
mean?
I'm sorry.
Let me look.
It's the yellow label.
Signature,
mean?
yeah. Signature copy.
Oh,
This was
okay.
his book. He got signed, and he was very unhappy with it. And he
Holy
ended up
crap.
trading it
Can
to
you show-
me. Yeah,
Can you bring it a little bit closer?
sure. So
4.0. That looks, I don't know, man. That looks
Yeah,
a
it
lot.
looks like a lot better than that.
Unless there's something wrong on the inside, man.
well, I mean,
can't,
a little bit of a spine roll over here.
yeah,
but,
but 4.5, man. That looks.
Yeah, it
at
was.
least a
It was
6.0.
kind of harsh, yeah. So
You know, they're inconsistent, man. CGC. That's why I don't usually send books out to be graded unless I'm trying to sell something that's
Yeah.
worth money.
and I got this one at a con. I bought this one outright from a dude at a con
Mhm.
because it was like really cheap. I think I gave $25 for it.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
So I mean, it's
7.5 graded.
7.5,
Man, that's as much as would have cost to grade the damn thing.
right. But it's miscut. If you can see it there, it's got the spine roll.
Yeah,
It's miscut a
Yeah.
little bit.
yeah. Half the
So-
code is missing in the end.
Yeah. So I guess that's why it was a 7.5. And this was the first book I got that was graded. And I got it really cheap too. I got it for $30 at a con.
Yeah.
Cool.
And I just always liked that cover. And I just got it because it looked good in the case.
Because that's probably what you'd pay for at Unslab, too.
Yeah, probably
Mhm.
so. And there again,
Yeah.
it looks better than a 3.5 to me.
Yeah.
But, it's an older book. And, it's kind of showing some age there. You can see the back of it.
That's the new case that they're using, right? That's the new CGC case.
I'm not sure. I mean,
It looks like it is.
I've had it for a few years, but
Or maybe not.
probably about 8 or 10 years, something like that.
Oh, then it's not.
Yeah.
And I got this one as a AOK from Man Cave Comics. He's a YouTuber, and he knew I liked
You
this
got
stuff.
private chat? Is that what it is?
I'm sorry.
No, I'm just looking at the thing. And there's nobody in the chat. It's private chat.
He sent me that.
All right.
Wow, beautiful. I got a copy of that, but ungraded.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Captain, the private chat is just for us, and
Oh, okay.
I never look at it.
'Cause I don't-
Eric Breen always types "be right back," but
yeah, he's got that. Be right back.
I never look at it. So
I was
And
trying to,
nobody cares. So I've left anyway. So
it's
I was
it's
trying to
not
find
that,
the
Eric.
chat.
It's not that, Eric. It's just I'm so busy with all the other comments and stuff that I never notice it. So
So
There's
yeah,
nobody in the chat. There's
that's
nobody in
all
the
of my
chat room?
graded books. But
Yeah,
yeah, I got a
and
Bronco
Hans,
Bill
do you have
too.
something that says
nice.
comment next to it?
Pardon me?
Do you have something on yours where does it say private chat and then comments to the right?
Oh, pfft. I'm sorry, Jambo. Can you show that
You're
again?
fine.
I didn't mean to talk over you.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine. There's a LB Cole. It's a number
Isn't it?
one.
Wow, look at that, man. I love these. I love those cartoon covers. You know, oh man.
I got that for $5. Now it was split all the way to the spine.
Well, yeah,
But,
$5.
I mean, $5. I mean,
I get a lot of the lower
gonna
grade
leave her.
stuff too now. I don't
Yeah.
care, but, you know.
yeah, I mean the cover's there, and you know the book's there. It's just got a split spine.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna leave it behind for $5. And then I've got a couple of dollar books that thought they were cool.
There's my favorite character.
Yeah,
Not Wonder Woman, the cheetah.
Cheetah. That was a good story and a team up there.
Oh yeah, Marvel team up's always fun.
And this was a buck. It had a Neil Adams cover.
What's that guy again? Look at that. That is a fun cover. I'm not into Superman, but
Yeah, some of them were pretty funny. Pretty funny. Let's see. Yeah, I got this for $1 too, but it had a tape pull up there at Cap's head.
Mm.
So that's about all I've picked up recently.
Nice
I
stuff.
had much of a chance to shop, really, to tell you the truth. Work getting in the way of my comic shopping and stuff.
Yeah, I got the same problem. A lot of work and a lot of grief and everything,
Yeah.
Remodeling the house too back here. Constantly adding rooms for my wife.
Steve's got a tail.
I see that.
Yeah.
I just see
Look
that.
at that.
Groucho, you had some videos of your dog up today.
Oh yeah.
I seen, yeah. And Drusilla. And I've got a couple of beagles that look just like that. And they're really weird acted dogs. I think they're the weirdest dogs we've ever had. We've got one that's afraid of her own shadow. I mean, if you move, she'll like jump, and it's like Scooby-Doo because we have hardwood floors, and she's like trying to run on the hardwood floors and just running in place and stuff. She's scared of everything. And then I've got one that lays on the couch with me, and she loves food, and she is really.
Those beagles are known for a lot of the good temperament that they have. Sweet temperament.
Yeah.
Well, she'll snuggle up to you lovingly and fall asleep, but then if you awaken her, she'll like freak out and like turn on you because like she does. Then she realizes where she's at. So it's like you're really terrified when she falls asleep next to you. Yeah.
There's graphic dog. So.
Yeah.
I like the big dogs, I like big dogs, like pit bulls, big pit bulls, but I can't have any dogs. My wife's got the allergies and stuff.
Well, the videos of my dog caused me to lose 1 subscriber, and the Halloween party caused me to lose subscriber 308.
Wow.
The what?
People that don't like the shenanigans putting up the videos.
Oh.
I was listening to some guy from another planet on YouTube telling us we shouldn't be worried about the political situation because the space aliens are going to take care of us. And
Yeah, that's what I think.
Staring at me while I was listening to this new age insanity. And I thought, I'll record this moment.
I don't know what's worse.
You should have picked up a few viewers the other day when you were showing. You had your buddy on there showing all those pulp magazines.
Yeah,
I mean, that was amazing. Yeah.
Some of those that did. Some of the videos where I've had people like come in have brought in some subscribers. Yeah, but then I'll do something on my own that'll cause me to lose subscribers.
Yeah, I commented on your last one because you were doing pretty good camera work. It's hard to do holding that steady while you got a light and all this and the glare, but you did a pretty good job. And I think it's kind of historical. You don't get to see all that stuff too often.
No,
Yeah,
you get
oh,
to
yeah,
zero
I
in
was
on the
watching that.
pixels on a the little tiny. I while those pulps were in my environment, I thought I would. And doing StreamYard, you don't get the detail, at least not on my
Right.
camera. So I thought,
Right.
well, I said, here, let's do another episode where I'm using my phone because I want to really.
And you did that all with the phone? You did those videos with the phone?
The one where
second
he's
one.
sitting next to me is done
Yeah.
with StreamYard like we're doing, but then when I like zeroed in on close-ups on the pulps, that was with my iPhone.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had one of my favorites, the weird tales with the lady with the bat on her head there, the bat hat or what it is. You know, it's very cool.
Yeah. I need that mask.
Yeah, it's,
I really want. And then I want to pose like she does or whatever she's doing.
Yeah, I mean, he has a huge collection of pulps. He's not really into comics. When he falls into them, he usually unloads them on me. He unloaded a big lot of Vampirella Warren magazines onto me about 10 years ago.
Sweet.
But I didn't. Actually, in his bookstore, he got 2 hardcover bound sets of maybe the first 20 issues of Vampirella, and I bought those from him.
Wow.
I'll show those on some shows.
So did it have a number 1 with it?
Yeah, it started with 1. Yeah.
Oh, that's
And
super
3.
nice.
Wow, I got 3.
But
Oh, yeah.
I had a beat up number 1 already. I think I have pretty much all of them unbound, but it's just cool to have them on my shelf. So I have.
Oh yeah, love my bound
Yeah.
volume.
Yeah, I was talking earlier about that. That last issue is kind of getting pricey, and you don't see it as much as some of the other ones. At least I don't. I mean,
I think I have that. I'll have to check.
yeah.
There's the Creepy came back. I think Harris bought it, and it came back with 1 issue or with a Corbin cover with Uncle Creepy coming out of the grave, grabbing some girl by the skirt, and that issue is really valuable. It came back right after it was in the same magazine format as Warren, and before they started doing their other stuff. But yeah, the Vampirella that exists today is a far cry from
Yeah.
what Warren was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's for sure.
Eric or Gratu, you got anything to show?
I
before we-
do.
All right, cool, Eric. Romance?
Of course.
Good.
See, literally, let's see.
Your eyes are starting to go too, huh?
Yeah, they went a long time ago. I believe that's number 1.
Wow,
Love and romance.
nice.
There's number 6.
That's an unusual cover.
Yeah.
It almost looks like kind
Gray tone or
of
something.
yeah. It kind of reminds me of Gray Tone a little bit.
Love Diary 54.
Oh, you're really getting into these lately, aren't you? Are you becoming a metrosexual by any chance?
No, I'm becoming I was able to get 3.5 long boxes affordably, so
Yeah.
I did.
Unbelievable.
He scored a great set. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know who
Wow.
this artist is, but because I didn't credit him, but I kind of like this stuff. Kind of reminded me.
Yeah.
Just
It
seemed to be
looks
better than a lot
European.
of it. Here's Love Story number 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, Baltimore, there were a bunch of dealers talking about how people bought all the romance books there. They just scooped them up and rolled with them. Becoming popular now.
Pretty soon you won't be able to afford those.
Yeah.
They're getting pricey throbs.
Let's see.
They have to be pretty rare because they just weren't saved.
I don't know. Some of the girls probably saved them. I would say that. Well, at least they took care of them better than boys would take care of their comics. I think.
Heartthrobs.
I wonder if it's not the other way around because
Well,
girls trashed their records.
Did they?
You recognize the artist, right?
No, I'm trying to think of who that might be.
John Romita.
Romita.
Oh,
He was one of their house romance artists back in the day. Here's a girl's romance, and the girl next to the picture, it almost looks like a Kirby face. I doubt that it is, but
the black
Yeah.
hair, she looks almost evil, like she belongs on some TV show, Adam Family or something.
here's another old Romita cover. A girl's romance 76.
Wow.
There you go. Dime Romance.
Here's Girls Love 167.
Oh, I thought it was going to be a couple of girls. Girls Love.
No,
that would definitely be in the relaunch.
Yeah.
Here's 133.
Like Mr. Spock on the right.
That's I was just going to say that.
And here's a couple of, if Rod watches the replays, here's a couple of go-go checks.
Is that classic comic collector N.R. Spear? Does he watch this show? Does he communicate with any of you?
I don't know. I've commented on a couple of his videos. I think next time I'm going to have to ask him if you don't mind, Graphic, ask if he wants to come on.
Sure.
And I finally found the name of that guy's channel that I was talking about, I think, on here last week. This guy that's from the South somewhere that separates his silver and Bronze Age. And I asked Night Tiger, and his name is King of Comicdom.
Oh, yeah.
I couldn't remember. You guys know him?
Lawrence,
yeah. He used to
put
be
Lawrence
on.
Everett.
Okay, and he puts out a pulp that like a
Yes. Lawrence Everett.
yeah, because that guy's cool.
Wow,
but
look at
I
the
don't know
weird
if he's
face on her.
disappeared off. Does he still do things on YouTube?
I've not seen him on YouTube in a while. He's on Instagram, or he was.
Okay.
Yeah, he's still on Instagram.
Let's see if there's anything else worth showing.
You know who did that cover in the last book that you just showed?
I think that was Romita also.
Really?
Yeah. Here's.
Can you show that again?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. I mean, her face looks kind of like a stone.
That's really Romita?
Yeah, that's that. I said that's where Stan got him from.
Mhm.
And let's see. Okay, yeah, a couple of Marvels here. My Love, and one more, number 9.
I love those number 9s.
9.
Yeah, so I for some reason they just didn't sell where in our store, and I mean I guess I could have taken time to put them on eBay or anything, but I guess I'm selfish enough to want them for myself. I get a huge kick out of reading those stories.
I wonder if some guys thinking, these romance books aren't worth, I don't want them, I'm embarrassed to have them, and they probably donate it to a library, and the library says, what do we do with these? Well, there's that dumpster in the back. We'll just, I hate to think that way, but that could be where, because I don't see them hardly anywhere.
I think that many comic stores, when they buy comics, if those are in there, they do that. That's why I don't think they exist hardly at all.
Yeah, they probably would.
Too sweet.
Well, some of them do, but I've seen a lot of them just sit there too. But then again, also if you're selling on eBay, you're open to the world versus who comes into your shop.
Bless you, son.
Gesundheit.
Gesundheit, yeah.
Do you guys want to do a theme?
Hopefully wearing a
next time?
mask when you sneeze. What'd you say? I'm sorry, Gravity.
I said, you guys want to do a theme for next week? This was a show and tell. but
Oh.
it's up to you guys.
I can't think
No.
of anything.
Personally, I kind of like the
Ratu-
show and tells because I can't keep up with some of you guys on the
No
themes.
problem.
Yeah, I
All
can't.
Gratu
All right.
was talking a couple of weeks ago about
Very my
maybe
Dolly
showing
collection.
some of the books that we liked when we were first getting into comics.
Oh, that's right. Like
Maybe
novels
we
and
could do
stuff.
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some stuff like that. That
All
would be
right.
kind of fun. See what was turning everybody's switch on back in the day.
We'll call it the literary shelf or something.
Yeah. Speaking of literary shelf, I just brought down, upstairs in my room,
Yeah.
right next to my bed, I got a collection of science fiction and horror books and books of the Western world. And I got a small shelf where I keep all the books my favorite ones I like to reread and sometimes. And they're all in leather. This is Flowers for Algernon. I think they made a movie of this back in '68 called Charlie.
Cliff Robertson.
Yeah, from '68. And then they redone it a couple of times, but it's a great masterpiece as far as I'm concerned with science fiction. And I got these all when I was a member of the book club from the Easton Press and some of the stuff from the Franklin Library, but all in leather. This was a great book. You guys know anything about this?
No, not that edition.
Yeah, this is about this guy who's intellectually, retarded. That's what they said then. Intellectually retarded or challenged. Today you got to say he's intellectually challenged, but he was retarded. And people made fun of him, and he couldn't remember anything and stuff like that. So he got into this research clinic that did some experimentation on him, and then all of a sudden he starts to slowly become very, intelligent, and he becomes superior in intelligence to his peers, which were always persecuting him. So it's kind of an interesting book, but I don't want to give the whole thing away.
In the movie, they did a scene where he's at a restaurant and he pulls out like a 20, and this is when before he gets smart, and he goes, I can't make change. Do you have anything smaller? So he pulls out a 1 and sets it next to the 20 and sees that it's the same size and says no.
Yeah, that's what that was. Yeah. And then,
Captain Lead Paint wants to know if there's any pictures in that. So
what in this other one here? There's very few. I mean, some of these have a couple of illustrations here and there, but
maybe you could quickly draw a few. So
Yeah.
This has this illustration right there.
Well, that'll count. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the next, I keep like about 6 books that I pull out and start rereading and stuff like that. And this is another one of my favorites. Edgar Rice.
Earth War.
So I like reading that. And then these are all in leather. El Sprague, The Camp, Lest Darkness Fall. And Fahrenheit 451. I think most of us know what that one's about, right? That's the temperature at which paper burns. And then Edgar Allan Poe. I just acquired this one recently.
That's cool.
Like $150 from the Easton Press. And
Nice.
there's guys on eBay that probably bought several copies of this, and they're trying to sell it for like $250, $300, and you can get it from the Easton Press for $150.
Yeah, that's messed up.
But Edgar Allan Poe is one of my favorite authors, next to E.T.A. Hoffman, who Edgar Allan Poe borrowed heavily from E.T.A. Hoffman. And it was Hoffman that actually created the detective story and the horror story back before Poe was even writing. E.T.A. Hoffman. A lot of people never heard of this guy, but he was a German author. He was born in 1776. Ernst Theodorus Amadeus Hoffman. He wrote a story called Mademoiselle de Scuderi, and that was the about these murders in the morgue, Rue Monte or something like that, where this woman lives, and that's what Poe based his story on, the murders in the Rue Morgue. So he kind of borrowed heavily from E.T.A. Huffman. A lot of people don't know that, but and it was E.T.A. Huffman that actually invented the detective story. Poe invented it here in the United States, but those are my favorite authors. I keep those books next to me all the time. Sometimes I can't sleep and I start reading, and it helps me to go to sleep. But anyway, I thought I'd show you those.
Yeah. Well, I guess, folks, that was kind of a sampling of what we can do next time. So be sure to dig all those out. And I guess it will be a very different kind of show, but we're going to embrace differences here. So be very diverse. Does anybody have any closing shots, announcements? Any thing? Okay, Jambo, you're going to be on. You're going to be on Cover Slingers.
Should be on Cover Slingers Saturday. Yeah.
And Eric is going to be on Ash's channel tonight.
No, that was last week.
Oh, he's got the night off.
And don't forget Friday.
What you going to make an appearance?
Bad comic reading there, and Gratu's going to read a host a Sad or two with us.
Oh, cool.
What I need to. What time is this now?
10 o'clock Friday. You too, Graphic. You're not getting out of this.
Hey, I've done double duty though. I should get some time off.
If someone could send me a text message giving me like a 20-minute warning on that show, because I tuned into the wrong channel last week. I went into the Puppetine channel thinking that's where it was.
Yeah, I DM'd you last Friday and said time to read some Dead Man.
You did? Where?
On your Twitter DM.
Oh, I never look at Twitter. The only time I go on Twitter is to contact you, or if I get some announcement that someone's.
Well, I did tell Graphic you'd see it in about a week.
Do you, Eric? Do you put those links in the chat, or you just send them to somebody that you might want to invite on the show, or how does that work?
God, I'm not smart enough to do that. I never learned how to send links. But
he doesn't send the links. A guy named Ingleteen does. So
yeah, but like I said, it's open. So I mean, if you
my
want to
wife's
drop
making
by
an
and read,
appearance.
and unfortunately, Gratu, he sends it about 30 seconds before they're going. I'm exaggerating, but
not by much.
Yeah.
My wife is making an appearance. She said she would. See, look at the way she opens the door.
This is her third appearance.
Yeah, really. 30 years younger than me. Sweet. Still my bride.
Yeah.
That's creepy. That's creepy.
You're on the couch again.
Yeah, there you go.
My friend Forrest that brought the pulps over the other night has a first edition of Fahrenheit 451. It has an asbestos dust jacket.
Does it?
Oh, wow.
That would be clever. It was before they realized that asbestos was dangerous. Well, it's got a fireproof dust jacket to keep, the firemen from destroying it.
That was a first edition? I didn't know they did that.
That's if you've got a first edition, you may want to like put it in something, seal it, because it's a hazard.
Yeah.
I don't think I told him I don't think I would want a first edition of that particular book in my house.
Yeah, right. Dangerous, I'd say. More dangerous than a crack me Jenny teacup. You know what that is? That was a
No.
lingo, pirate lingo for spending the night with a prostitute. I'm going to crack Jenny's teacup.
Hold on, I'll write that down.
Yeah, thought you might write.
Is there an online resource for pirate lingo?
Probably.
I've seen they have like a hobo for hobos. They're the symbols they put. You know,
Yeah.
like if you give them food, they'll put a symbol on your fence to let other hobos know that you're an easy mark.
Oh,
Or
wow.
if there's a mean dog, they have another little symbol. It's like their own little system of hieroglyphics to communicate with each other.
Well, it's very educational. All right.
You
There
learn
you
something
go.
every week on here, don't you?
I was backwards today because everything's going weird here. My engine crapped out the other day, and so they're ordering a new engine, which should be there, not new, but a rebuilt, and they're going to put it in, I think, tomorrow if it shows up tomorrow morning.
Oh,
So
man,
they
that's
were driving me home today, and then we had to order takeout instead of me going to get it, and so that's why I was able to come on while the food was on en route, and that's
Wow.
why
That's
you
a
should-
major expense, isn't it?
huh?
That's going to be a major expense. Put a
Yeah,
new
well,
engine
yeah, it's like $1,000 for the engine, and then it's going to be $900 to install it.
Wow.
It could be a lot worse, you know.
Yeah, I guess.
The mechanic is a really good guy. He's the one I bought the car from, and so he's kind of, but I don't know. It's our only car, and
Kind of a shame that happened, though. I mean, it's money you could have bought comic books with.
well, we're pay property tax more than likely.
Yeah, really.
We're having to scramble, and then I've got to pay over $1,000 to this chiropractor. Everything's coming right all at the same time, while our electricity and gas bills are going up, and everything else is going up.
Not the same problem here. Same. I just got my car back today.
Yeah,
I had to spend $450 because my windows wouldn't work. They needed a new a board that's on the control side of the car.
I miss hand cranks. They were so easy.
Yeah, really. The battery went out today, so that was another $200, and then just one thing after another. I know how that is, man, but. Well, anyway.
Like, just whenever you're in a drive-through and you see somebody in front of you with their door open.
That's me.
Yeah, we wouldn't have had that problem if we still had windows that you could roll down manually.
Yeah.
That's me the last couple of months. Yeah, that's another thing that went wrong. But that's a minor thing compared to the engine making horrific noises.
Yeah, really. Yeah.
Not knowing if you're going to make it to your destination.
But all that little stuff added up. I mean, that's almost like $1,300 now. In 1 month, that all this little stuff added up for my car. $1,300.
They have built-in cameras in your vehicles now that you can see behind you and stuff. You think they could come up with a way to make a backup hand crank on your window in case your motor goes bad or something, Yeah,
that would be a good idea. That would be a good idea. Well, I'll show you this in the off chat when we're offline.
All right. We'll be getting off here in a second. Jackson's reminding us we all need to get our sleep now. So,
Micah, would you maybe consider rephrasing that last thing that you said?
Get some sleep?
No, we'll be getting off here in a moment.
Oh, well.
I know.
Think positive.
Your hands are right here. You can't say I'm not doing anything. I'm doing something wrong.
All right. On that cheerful note, we'll say let's go, Brandon, or whatever, and have a great time. We'll see you next week. We'll be looking very smart with our literary books in front of us. So until next time, happy drawing.
See you guys.
Good night, kids.